chết đây. Nhảy xuống là nổi lên. Tới biển chết à? Biển chết á. Giờ sắp sửa qua sát bên đó rồi nè. Nước đâu có đen đâu.
So the Dead Sea is so cold, it's called so because it is very salty. Very, very salty. Nothing can live inside. No fish, no plants. Inside the sea. Nothing, no bacteria. And it is very stir and to have a bath in the water. It's very healthy.
Đây là vùng biển chết. Đúng rồi.
We are on the way to Qumran. Qumran, the place where the Dead Sea Scrolls were found in the caves. And the Dead Sea Scrolls were found in the year 1947 by a Bedouin who was looking for his goat in one of the caves. And he found the jars in which the first scrolls were. But and they are considered as the most precious treasure for the state of Israel. It is exposed in the Museum of Israel in Jerusalem. So now we are going to Qumran. Qumran, the village of the Essenes who wrote the scrolls 2,000 years ago. We see the video, which is 10 minutes. And then we visit the site about 15 minutes, and then we come back and we go to the Dead Sea for swimming. Because the water is very salty and it hurts the eyes if you get some drops in your eyes. So please, when you go to the water, just lay down on your back and that's it. Do not swim like in the other seas. It is very difficult to swim. The water is very, very heavy. Just lay down on your back and that's it. You will go by yourself. So this is Qumran. You follow me. We'll see if there is another group waiting for the video, so we have to wait for our turn.
Goes into a cave right around here, and he finds scrolls
Đây cái này chỉ chụp cái này nó lại chín
Cái đây cái gì? Để cái chữ gì có. Đây là let's see. Trăm phải bỏ tiền hết. Không, cứ đi mua. Cái chuyện chạy nó gọt con lợi đó.
Con hai đứa nhỏ đánh nhau nó quăng nhau thì
Đứng lên chụp cái chụp khúc rắn đấy.
Quay cảnh rồi còn cảnh đó cái gì đó nó đang đi xuống á. Còn bạn ảnh lại đi tiếng là
Đâu có đến nỗi về đó ha. Không có chuyện mà bên cạnh sỏi đá.
mắt cái đầu cái ông đó một cao
cao quá kìa. Ở ngoài sau không thấy.
This is the Judean desert.
núi đẹp quá ha, núi để làm mộ. Núi thì giống cái tọa độ đài đó.
A new morning is rising on our community, the Yachad. We came here to the edge of the country facing the Dead Sea from Jerusalem, the Galilee, and the plains. We abandoned families, friends, and work to come to the place where we can purify ourselves and properly prepare for the final war. Every Jew who came along did so to get close to the right way and to stay away from the sons of darkness, evil people. Among them, you will even find high priests from Jerusalem. he who believes in our way is the son of light. And when the final war begins, all our opponents will be destroyed. But in the meantime, we are here. Here in this holy place, no one can distract our minds from worshiping the Lord. We don't possess much, and the little we have we share equally. The good Lord, he supplies us with all our needs, even in this barren desert. This morning, while working in the day grove, a neighbor from Kaner, a 5-hour walk from here, passed by. He told us of the bitter end of one John the Baptist, whose head was severed by King Herod. Suddenly, I remembered we too had one by the name of John. Years ago, he came to us and requested to volunteer. Each new candidate undergoes a thorough examination and, once accepted for a season of study, joins us in work as well. At the end of 2 years' time, just before becoming a full member, he arose, broke his vow to Yahweh, and left. Twice daily, we bathe together in the purifying bath in order to be sanctified in the pure waters. After bathing, we gather together to dine. First, we taste from the pure bread that was prepared for us by the high priests, and then from the wine. When we went for our evening's toil, we inscribed the high priest's words describing the Lord who created the spirits of light and darkness, and thereupon based every deed. The first was greatly loved by God, each of its actions desired. The second, and all that it encompassed, he despised forever. At the end of a day's work, we bathed again, and after purifying ourselves, gathered together for the evening meal. We dine in reverent silence, even when troublesome thoughts prey upon us. After the meal, I arose and asked for permission to speak. Could it be that the man who was murdered, of whom we heard from the passerby, was the same John that was with us and then left? It is not the same man, replied the high priest. And in truth, we would be better employed in the studies of the Holy Scriptures rather than wasting our time in the idle talk that spoils the spirit of Yahweh. The wrath that ensued was so great that a remark was noted in the book in my disfavor. After having been punished, things calmed, and we resumed our studies as we do every night until a third of the night is past. But of these things I am not permitted to tell you. We may not reveal our secrets to anyone. Only we, the sons of light, are allowed to share the secrets of Yahweh. This alone may be revealed. All is predestined. There is no free will. Even before the time of creation, it was inscribed that you, somewhere in the future, would hear and see these words. It is God's wondrous plan that brought you today to this pure and sacred place. And God willing, perhaps the secrets may be revealed unto you.
In the year 68 CE, just before the Roman army arrived in this part of the country, members of the Yahad hid their writings, put them for safekeeping in the caves surrounding us. Only 1900 years later was the treasure accidentally found inside vessels like those you see before you.
Nhưng mà phải nằm ngay chỗ này không?
They were going into the water twice a day. And you see a stairway leading down and a stairway leading up. Those who came down couldn't touch those who were up because those who came the authentic ritual back, okay? Original.
Cụ Kinh Thánh ở đâu đâu thấy đâu. Cụ Kinh Thánh đâu cha đâu thấy. Cụ Kinh Thánh đâu.
When they heard that the Romans were coming to kill them and to destroy everything, they put all the scrolls inside the jars and they hid all the jars in the caves in the mountains. So the jars were hidden for nearly 2,000 years. And accidentally they were found by a Bedouin shepherd. He thought that the goat entered in one of the caves and he threw a stone inside the cave. He heard something broken. So he entered into the cave and he found the jar. And inside the jar he found the scroll. And that merchant sold them to the bishop. And the bishop sold them to the States for $250,000 in the year 1947.
Cái tặng ta.
Then a professor from Israel, a Jewish, he went
Tảng đá dài khoảng 4 thước, bề ngang khoảng chừng
from the Jewish community.
gần nửa thước.
And today they are these stones are exposed in the
Đây Nguyễn Văn Thánh nè.
No. Now this is a, you see,
Cái kia nó làm bằng
this is an example of a scroll. Okay?
1947.
Now, goat's leather. Most of them were written, I told you they found 800 scrolls. Many of them were written on leather of goat. And a part of them was from papyrus. Yeah? And two of them were from copper. Yeah, they wrote on copper. Now this language is the old Hebrew.
da cái
This
gì
is
đa
the
hướng
old
đa
Hebrew.
Cái là đệm, nó gọi vỏ đệm.
And the Hebrew is written from the right to the
ta
left.
đào được.
Okay. Now we are going outside. It's very hot, I know, but we will visit the small village. We will visit shortly this small village. You see this red room? This red room is called scriptorium because it's there where they were writing the scrolls. They found in the excavations ink on the ground, traces of ink, and with the method carbon 14, they knew that it is the same ink of the scrolls. That's why they called it scriptorium. They had a tower here. They had also cisterns and ritual bath. The water was coming from the rain into these cisterns, and they had a big meeting room and also a pottery workshop. Today, a part of it was reconstructed. So we are going to do, a tour in this small village.
Nóng thấy bò luôn. Mình đưa cái mặt kiến ra máy ra nắng sợ lắm, nhưng mà giờ tạm thời phải chịu. Hồi đời xưa ta ở vậy ha. Dạ mấy ông làm hay lắm. Chứ đâu có cốt nhà cái đá chồng lên. Vậy chứ còn kiên cố lắm á. Let's see outside.
Okay. So listen please. We are on the tower and you can see everything here. First of all, I would like to show you the Dead Sea there. The Dead Sea is 70 kilometers, about 50 miles long from this side and 8 miles wide. The other side is Jordan Kingdom. If you look at that mountain up there, the green mound there, you see it?